Hello guys, welcome back. So today is the day 3 of 2022 summer CBL. So welcome back, and today we're gonna also have a amazing and wonderful cast. So let's just introduce today's teams.
Yeah. And today the first bracket is gonna be the NOP versus PLEB.
Yeah.
Yeah, PLEB. We know this team is pretty special because
It's also a new face for us.
because they are not coming from the Asia division.
Yep.
They are coming from the European service.
Yeah.
So this is actually that was a big surprise for us because the first time I saw their name on the list, I asked them our members to say, oh, this is the team from our Asian service.
Yeah.
They said no, they're the team from the European service.
Yeah,
and,
they're coming
they told,
from all countries,
Yeah,
like England and all.
yeah, and I believe they are Germany.
Yeah, a lot of players.
And they totally dominated the tournament
games in the scoring stage.
Yeah,
because they were the champions in the European server, so I believe they must have a really unique gameplay and strategies. Even with such high ping, they just dominate every games. So I'm actually looking for really exciting about the coming games. And also for NOP, a Japanese team, they have win over also a strong team like QJ in the scoring stage. So I believe that both two teams will bring us really wonderful games here.
Yeah, and also the NOP, they are the number 3, in the third place of Group A.
Yep.
And the PLEB is they are the second place of Group D.
Yep.
And yesterday we know that's yesterday. Yesterday the lucky number is
3.
Was 3. Yeah. So all teams ranked the third place in their group. All of them they won the game.
Yeah.
So tonight,
we also have 2 versus 3.
2 versus 3. So the
let's see.
following match after the first bracket is gonna be the GNG versus ECL.
Yeah, GNG from the second place of Group C, and the ECL Ecliptos, used to be our top 4 in last season CBL, and they are from the the third place of Group B.
Yep. So yeah. Today it's also 2 versus 3, stuff like that. So
let's see whether yesterday's things will come true this time.
Yeah, and tonight about the maps, yes. And yesterday people chose the Hidden City as their favorite maps in the game, and we watched the 4 games on Hidden City. And tonight, the first bracket is gonna be the PLEB versus NOP, and the map is gonna be
Warford. Yeah, as you can see, it's Warford again, the old king of CBL.
Yeah. So let's see the lineup here. The blue is PLEB, they are the attackers first, and the red is NOP, they are the defender first.
Yep.
So let's see lineup here, and obviously the formation here, most of PLEB, they assign their team members to the supply point next to the city here.
Yeah.
And so obviously their first goal must be taking the supply point outside the city first. That is a very regular gameplay because for that supply point, most of the team will just take this as their first target to play.
Yeah, and then you can see also the lineup units choice from both two teams are quite different. For NOP, our Asian servers players, most of the units they chose are like Iron Reapers and more now really typical and strong tanky units here. And for PLEB, they you can see more diversity in their unit choice.
Yeah, and you can see the PLEB, their names are pretty in line.
Yeah,
they are aligned their name.
like a team.
Like kicker something.
Kicker.
Yeah. PLEB kicker, and that's good.
Yeah, if they are the defender, they are really good at the kick off ladders.
Yeah, kick ladders or football.
Yeah,
right?
or kick off your enemies.
Yeah.
So the game is on.
The game is on Warford. The very first game on Warford. Attacker PLEB, blue side. Defender NOP, the red side.
Yeah, remember PLEB, they players, because of the time zone, it's maybe the daytime in there. and they are playing with really high pings. So we can actually, really appreciate their professional performance here. Okay,
Yeah, and I saw some
really quick.
Yeah, and I saw some comments in our channel that you guys are like
Nice
cheering
support
for PLEB.
PLEB.
Yeah, no,
Because
that's
they were
good.
the champion, of course they got a fan base.
Yeah, and now PLEB is going for the supply point first, and now the NOP members, they are just retreating from the supply point.
They're still struggling to open the gate here. Of
But
course, the supply point will totally be theirs. But it seems like the bridge, the health bar is not really dropping here. So one PLEB players seems like they were trying to get over the bridge.
yeah. So obviously they will still try their best to see if they can take over the point B, because like it seems like it makes it works like the bridge is still there.
Point B. Yeah, seems like NOP they didn't really try to destroy the bridge or stop them to get to the point B.
Yeah, and in the early game, the game is pretty smooth for PLEB, because like take the supply point and the point B in a really quick way.
Yeah, it seems like also the defender, they are going to retreat from the wall and also abandon the point A at the same time.
Yep.
Really a quick move by the attacker, even before the mounting of siege towers.
The goal is so clear, because like if you take over the point B in a really quick way and without like destroying the walls here, and it means that you can take over the point A in a very quick way as well. So the early game is very good for PLEB. And now the next goal for them must be the point C, or the supply point next to C. But I think because like they've got enough time, so I think the supply point must be a better choice.
Yeah, but it's kind of rare to see that, because after the point A and the point B got captured, usually the defenders just wait at their internal city supply point or point C. But you can see that NOP, they are trying to do some disturbance on the stairs to just kill some extra forces.
Yeah, and now the situation is quite good for PLEB, because like they got 30 minutes, and 2 points.
Chance.
Yeah, 2 points, and over like 1,000 units still they have, and 12 champs as well. And for now, the NOP, they are like around their supply point next to C, and pay close attention to the units from PLEB on the stairs, because like they have taken over the point B, so there is a quick entrance to the point C.
Oh, that group of model. That model, their ability on the stairs and on the walls are just unstoppable. I would prefer to use model over Iron Reapers when situation comes to the stairs or walls things.
Yeah. And in the map, because like our map is sometimes it's like we have a lot of buildings inside of the map, and so it also means that if you can take over those really good spots or terrains in the map, it can give you a lot of like advantages in the game. And you can set artilleries and use chambers, because you have a better vision on the certain point.
And you can see even with high pings, PLEB players, they just keep their heroes moving and building artilleries. They're reacting also really quick.
Yeah.
Seems like NOP, they just won't give up. They keep pushing forward the front line of battles, trying to stop them at the very stairs. Okay, seems like PLEB, they are taking actions, trying to attack from the stairs on the left wing of the map.
And for now, the PLEB, they are pretty ready to go down for the point C, or the supply point. And it seems like they will go for the point C directly.
Also, NOP, they are not stepping back, setting artillery ballistas, trying to shoot at those heroes
Yeah.
So for PLEB, they're changing direction again, get back to the wall.
Yeah. And it's really rare to see because like in this map, it's on the Warfort.
Yeah.
Normally, like the walls will be like destroyed in the very first place, even when the game gets started.
There.
But for now, the wall is still there. So I think PLEB, I think they could like have a try to destroy that wall because like it offers them another entrance to the internal city.
Yeah. So their enemies should focus more on another entrance.
For now, still PLEB is on the walls, and to test their enemies, they just like take the time, no rush, because like they've got really enough time, around 10 minutes, and the 12 champs.
Yeah, you can also see the layout of those mortars pretty in line.
Yeah.
Okay,
And another squad of PLEB. Some of them are already down there.
Yeah, you can see that this strategy is totally different, from Asian players. They're not wasting time to, do extra preparations on the wall. They're just changing directions from there to here. I'm trying to seize an opportunity here. Still 9 minutes to go.
Still 9 minutes. They can just like enjoy the game now and set artilleries.
Oh, they're moving really quickly.
Yeah, they move together as a team. I believe like they have.
You can see so many pikemen and mortals coming on the way.
Okay, now they initiated the team fight around the corner here, next to the supply point, and so many mortals are pushing forward, try to deal with those claimers.
Yeah.
And the mortals certainly they're very tanky and very hard to be knocked down. They're still pushing forward to the supply point.
Yeah, also called the champs, just block the reinforcement here.
Yep. And
okay, now they go for the supply point, but it's full of your opponent's heroes right there, so it can be really hard. With only like 3 squads of mortal.
Yeah, setting artilleries, right aiming at the supply point here, and all enemies are inside, so that will be a very good spot for like grape shots, because like it can hit multiple enemies at the same time.
Yeah. You can see most players are just gathering around here. Maybe as the attacker you can sneak into the point C here.
Yep, and basically like the PLEB, they are doing quite well. They have a greater chance to take over that supply point. And for now, NOP is making their choice, and they are trying to retreat from the supply point and then get back to the point C and another supply point of them. Because like the point C is the point that they have to defend. Because like if they lost the point, because like the final base is so difficult to defend.
Yeah, but I think for the defenders, they really need to be cautious right now. Only 7 alive heroes, and the 2 heroes around the point C. Yeah, you can see that PLEB, they're taking over this place, step on the point C, and start capturing.
NOP lost the point C again. And now the PLEB is going forward. They will try their best to besiege the final base. Because like we mentioned many times, the final base, it feels like an area there, arena over there. Because like this is a kind of open place and open for champs and this kind of a stage. And very easy to be besieged.
Yeah, and then you can see the PLEB, they're taking every opportunity they can. They just only send 1 or 2 heroes to capture the point C, and they just go for the final base even before the preparation of the defender. So maybe they can step on the final base.
Yeah.
But they find that it's kind of difficult to do that, so they just retreat because they can still take their time here.
Yeah, NOP should like set their defense outside of the stage or outside of the final base, because like this can expand their like the battle area not just narrow on the stage. If they like die on the stage, die on the final base,
Yeah.
they will soon get lost their
Yeah, just
like final base.
like scattered your force all over the place. Otherwise,
Yep.
your enemy, maybe one charge of the cavalry can easily just take over this point.
Yeah, that's true. And now the pleb is still testing and setting their like lines around the final base here. Take no rush to it.
Yeah.
Some heroes are already entered to the stage. And more team members from the pleb come to support their teammates.
On the right side, they are ready to push in.
Now the situation is kind of terrible for NOP. So you need to figure out how to deal with this kind of situation, especially when the attacker they still has like 7 champs.
Yeah. They're using their units to defend their artillery here.
Yeah, so
You can see
many.
the formation. This just so unique and all organized.
Yeah, obviously they have a very good plan and they're sticking to it. And the model so tanky and to deal with those NOP heroes.
Enemies coming from every direction.
And the gunners from those musket units gunners supported their team from the back. Yeah. And at the same time outside, like the battle, the team fight also happened there.
Still, for attacker, they can take their time.
Yeah, now the attackers are leading like 100 units, 160 units in the game.
Yeah.
Still have like 6 champs left.
And more heroes from the defender side are coming on the way, but it seems like on the stage, it's mainly the blue side.
Yep. So this is this could be a net mile for defenders,
NOP,
models, Imperial Pike Guards, and those units are just like so difficult to knock down. More and more NOP heroes are entering to the final base, to the stage, try to stop the.
Seems like they're not really actually bringing units here because they need to make sure that they will make to the points in time. Seems like for now, PLEB, they are the defender of this point.
Yeah.
Okay. The first game and actually really quick. So let's congrats to PLEB, PLEB. And let's see the MVP from both sides.
Yeah, the MVP from PLEB is Kicker Enya. He got 6 kills, 1 death, and 5 assists, and killed 50 troops in the game. And this is a very good KDA. Kind of crazy, because like this is a CBL stage, and you can kill like 6 heroes in the game.
Yeah, kind of insane here.
And the NOP MVP, sorry, I just cannot read Japanese. Yeah, and but absolutely you are performing well, and got 1 kill and 2 assists, and killed 38 troops in the game. And especially the MVP, he killed like 36 models in the game. That is very good contribution.
Hero here.
So the first game, I think is PLEB. They played very well.
Yeah.
And because like I think the NOP at the beginning of the game they made a kind of mistake because like didn't destroy the bridge.
Because
like,
at the first place they were shooting at the bridge with gunners, but actually I don't see why they just stop destroying the bridge.
Yeah. So so this that gave PLEB a very good chance to take over the point B. Because like we mentioned, if you take over the point B and the gap, the wall still there, and so it means you can take over the point A in a really quick way. Because like for defenders, you just won't want to waste so many units on point A. Because like you have a point C, this is very hard bugging to drive the point. Yeah.
And I think for PLEB, their style of playing are kind of unique because most of the powerful teams that we see are pretty organized, but you can see that they're powerful as well. But you can see they have kind of organization, but also you can see the powerful of each player, individual players. So I believe that's also a kind of uniqueness in them.
Yep. So, and from the game, we can say both two teams, they have a very good plan about that. And because like for NOP, even though they lost the point B and the point A at the very beginning of the game, but they still like retreated together from those points and get back to their supply points. And they had a very good plan about that.
Yeah.
And the PLEB, and they always like moved like a real army. Like a real army, and they just like won't let like one or two players to go deep into the into enemies from enemies, and but they will just go together.
Yeah.
So that's a very good and a very good teams, and I think that is the reason why, kind of why those two teams can stand out from those two those teams, so many teams.
6
yeah, already
in this time CBL.
Yeah, so they are very good teams. And the next map is still be Warford.
Warford.
Yes, still be Warford.
NOP will be the attacker.
Now this time NOP will be the attacker, and the PLEB will be the defender. So for both two teams, they have good plans, and they know their goals. And I think so for NOP, they have a really good chance to fight back.
Yeah.
And because yesterday, lucky number was 3, and today, you just cannot see that, right?
Let's just see whether they can.
You don't know that because NOP, they still have a chance to fight back.
Yeah, because I believe they have the ability and the power, because you can see they are playing really well. Because when the attacker taking over the point A and the point B, they just really stop them at the stairs. Otherwise, the attacker PLEB will just go for the point C really quick. So I think that's one good thing that they did really well.
Yeah, and for the map Warford, because we are so familiar with this map.
Yeah, just like we see in several minutes ago.
Yeah, no matter you played on the daily matchmaking or CBL, because for this map, you still need to pay close attention to the point B. Sometimes we just underestimated the point B, think that point we can just abandon it. But sometimes, because in the game, especially CBL, this kind of stage, you have to pay attention to all points.
Yeah, because often people just assume that the point B is the isolated one. But in the last match, we see that the player they just see it as a priority, so they can make sure just they save the time and do a quick attack.
Yeah, so they don't even they didn't even push the siege towers.
Wait for the moment. They just take action.
Yeah, but if you destroy the bridge and destroy the gaps, destroy the walls, the siege towers and also the siege towers will still be the very important part of the game. You have to make sure you push the siege in a really quick way and don't waste any time on pushing the siege tower. But I think the defenders will give huge pressure on that.
Yeah,
they just
so
won't make
let's
it
see what
happen.
the NOP do as the attacker, whether they will see the point B as an opportunity, or they will just stick to the point A like our usual games do.
Yeah, so two teams now are pretty ready. Both of them are in the room, and I think soon we'll jump into the preparation stage and to see their lineup and to see how they're gonna play in the game.
The game 2 on Warford.
Yeah, the game 2 is about to start. Let's go to the preparation stage here.
Let's see the lineup.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah. Berserkers, Iron Reapers for NOP as the lineup units here. They take like half and half, half high tier units and half low tier units.
Yeah, and then you can see for PLEB, they also bring a lot of high tier cavalries.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the same, but for NOP, they are bringing more models, just like most Asian CBL players do.
Yeah.
Okay, the game is on. The birthplace quite similar like the last match. The first line of units, Iron Reapers from NOP, and also Berserkers.
So the game begins.
Let's go.
Let's go. The blue side, obviously, it's NOP, the attacker, and the red side is PLEB, the defender. And the blue side is going for the supply point.
Really quick.
Yeah,
and you can see the initial unit number that the attacker has the more advantage than unit number, 200 more units here.
Yeah, so it means that PLEB, they brought like more high tier units in the game.
Yeah.
So for now, I think the PLEB seems like it didn't like follow the traditional way to the supply point. They just they left some people there to try to defend the supply point.
Yeah.
At least they at least they make some troubles to attackers.
Well, the poor short sword player still trying to capture the supply point.
Yeah. Okay, the battle is still going on.
Yeah, it seems like it's a dual fight here.
Yep. And now they're easy to take the supply point, right? Okay, more team members come on in. Okay, the NLP players got killed.
It's time to retreat.
Yeah, it's time to retreat. And I think they were just
still
like
trying to destroy the wall at the same time.
Yeah, they're waiting for their teammates to come back, and they will destroy the bridge very soon.
2 siege tower also down. Good job as the defender, PLEB.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if PLEB will destroy the bridge or not. Okay, the bridge down. And the NOP.
The wall also being destroyed.
Yeah, wall also being destroyed. So now have to wait for the siege towers.
Yep. Well, you can see that NOP, they are seizing every opportunity to send several heroes to get mounted on the wall, do some extra disturbance. Gunners shooting at those siege towers at the same time. Maybe it's time to use the champs, maybe.
Yeah, for attackers, they still got like 14 champs in the game.
Yeah.
And the NOP keep killing like 2 units of PLEB. This is good thing for them.
They are not waiting for the time.
Yeah.
They just go for the point A with only heroes. That's pretty bold, actually, even without the mounting of siege towers.
They're hiding in a very good spot, so they just can like dodge from the damage of champs.
And they are not even stepping back. They're trying to take over the point A at the same time.
Yeah, they left some spots of units and behind the house, and so the point A is still like unavailable to take.
Yeah. Lovely hero fights going on here.
And 6 minutes and 20 seconds left, and Nafa guards keep shooting on the stairs, so they can knock down some the modal. With help of modal, they can knock down many units. Another champ is going for this squad of modal.
Oh, friendly damage here.
Yeah. sometimes you have no choice.
Yeah.
It's like you have to deal with those units. And the battle 2 versus 1 is kind of unfair, but you know this is a competition.
Yeah,
You have to.
Live player here.
Yeah, this is the point you have to defend.
Yeah. Retreat time, NOP. Maybe
Yeah.
it's time to get some reply.
Yeah, because like at the beginning of the game, we noticed that the attackers they're leading like 300 units, but for now they're only leading like 100 units in the game. So this is very good for PLEB.
Still no siege tower got mounted.
They have to go for the point A by stairs.
Yeah, that will make them at the lower hand. But
Yeah.
seems like PLEB players, they're not sending a lot of forces around the point A again.
Yeah. And also, I noticed the PLEB, they left like 3 to 4 peoples for the point B. So for the point B, it's not that easy to take.
Yeah, it's wasting more time.
And now NOP
More
are
attacker.
all going forward. They just want to take over the point A as soon as possible.
Yeah.
But it just won't be that easy. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. And PLEB is still defending the point A, and without with no siege towers. I think the NOP.
You can see it's quite smart. They're hiding their heroes and units behind those buildings.
Yep.
And using Nava's ranged units keep doing damage.
Yeah, and the gunners, you know.
Yeah,
Yes.
gunners on the left side, Nava on the right side.
Yeah.
Really besiege
No one
those
can touch
models.
the gunners.
Yeah.
So this is kind of very safe spot to shoot.
Yeah, for NOP, it can be really headache. They can do nothing about it. Just take the damage and the units can make it that far. Come on, NOP.
Sorry for NOP, they're still pushing their siege towers. I think that if they can make this siege tower, and they'll have a greater chance to claim the point A,
Yeah.
because like they've already taken like
Good
the
news,
2
it's
sets
mounted.
siege towers, and it's mounted finally. The NOP players they have another entrance to go for the walls.
Now they are attacking from 2 directions, one from stairs and the more coming on the way from the siege tower. Maybe trying to besiege those heroes and units behind those buildings.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see those Navaras.
Yeah.
Really huge headache here.
Yeah, because only like less 3 minutes left. I think the PLEB they will try their best to defend the point,
Yeah.
and no one will back down.
And the unit number quite even for now.
You know, quite even. And the Nafagas, like they take a very good strategy, like behind the like hiding the units behind the house, because like this is a pretty safe spot, and the Nafagas they just can keep shooting, and this can protect the point.
Yeah, and they had more squares of troops to protect the Nava guard. Just like a good combination of units choice.
Let's say if NOP can take over the point, if they cannot take the point in 2 minutes, they will just soon about to lose the game.
Yeah.
And for
Flying
PLEB,
can be difficult.
yeah, for NOP they just for PLEB they just won't back down, because like the point is so crucial for them for now.
Yeah, even one defender trying to get out of the city using coverage, just stop the reinforcement coming on the way.
Yeah, really smart.
move.
Yeah, really smart move.
And
very
also
good move.
really annoying at the same time.
Yeah, and the champs goes for the point A, and the PLEB still so many units on the inside of the point A, like 3 or 2 squads of model.
The last 1 minute, silver lining time for NOP. Still, that group of cavalry really doing a lot of distraction here.
Yeah, that's so good move. And for PLEB,
Yeah, it's kind of the first time we see only one unit of defender.
and the PLEB
to
is
do this
totally
destruction.
controlling the walls here again.
Yeah, I think I just saw a pike hero jumping over the destroy the bridge.
Yeah, the NOP is still trying to take over the point. 30 seconds left, and more champs
Seems
coming on the way.
Like the hope is kind of narrow at this time.
Yep, and the battle is all happened in the siege tower.
Yeah, and the PLEB players getting down from the siege tower, trying to chase every attacker at this time.
10 seconds left. I think we can very easily tell the winner is gonna be the PLEB.
Yeah.
So 2-0.
Yeah,
PLEB.
really clean victory here
Yeah.
by PLEB, even without losing the point A. So let's see the MVP from both sides.
The MVP from PLEB is Kicker, MX, and U. And he got 3 kills, 2 deaths, and 6 assists, and killed 81 troops in the game.
Wow,
And 28 Iron Reapers killed, and 14 Mordau killed.
really good personal skill.
He got like the 4S.
Yeah, and the full battle score, 1050.
And let's see the MP from another side, from NOP. From NOP is Nanana 3.
No, 3.
Nanana 3. That's a hit horizon,
Interesting,
right?
I think.
Yes, 3 kills, 1 death, and 6 assists, 47 troops killed, and 11 Iron Reapers, and 13 Janissaries, and 3 Navagas killed.
Also amazing KDA here.
Also amazing KDA
You can
here.
see the second pike hero.
Nota, he got 7 kills. That's
Wow,
amazing. That's
really
crazy.
insane.
That's
Because
crazy.
we can see that both two teams, they don't have much hero death here, especially for PLEB. So it's really amazing for you to kill so many, you know, the defenders' hero.
Yeah, and I think the key for PLEB to win this game is that they found a really good spot to hide their units.
Yeah.
Because like this is a kind of very good move, like hide the units
A really
behind the
nice
house.
spot.
Yeah, because like you can dodge the damage from champs, you can dodge the damage from gunners, and
And
all
artilleries.
types of long-range units.
Yeah, and even though you have a lot of the attacker coming from the stairs, you can just use your combination of units, keep doing those damage, making sure they just won't get any closer.
Yeah, and in the early game, they tried their best to waste the enemy's time.
Yeah.
'Cause, especially for the supply point, because like normally people will just like leave the supply point to the opponents
they
and
even
just won't want to waste anything on it.
Yep.
Because like they just tried their best to waste like any minutes of their enemies, and that made
They even
that
show
works.
us a
That
door
works.
fight here over there. So a lot of time wasted over
Really
there.
good, yeah.
And also the siege tower, they just destroyed them in the very early stage. So really professional and skillful gameplay by PLEB players, but also good for NOP. Really good game here.
Yeah.
Because,
So
you know, they have also beaten the QJ, a really strong team. So today, I believe they also showed us their great skills over there.
yeah, absolutely. Both teams played very well.
Yep.
And let's take a very
Short break.
short break, and we'll come back very soon. And see you guys later.
See you.